Hello everyone, this is SWTOR Snoopy here, back with another Star Wars Republic video. Today I have for you guys another Star Wars Republic highlight. In today's highlight, we're going to be soloing the Colossus droid on Iokath. Now, this video, I know that people have done something similar in the past where they have soloed this boss, but I've noticed that a lot of these videos have utilized the rocket launcher that can be purchased from the Iokath vendor, along with the missile turret option that is also available. Now, these two abilities do help take down the boss very rapidly, and I have done this myself before just with soloing this boss, but I mainly want to answer the question, could it be done without utilizing these two abilities that you can get? And this is essentially why I set out to do this video, and just to see if it could be done. Now, I also do apologize for some of the commentary in this video, as I feel like it's not up to my usual standards, but I was focused on the fight, and I just wanted to kind of bring some commentary just to go over my thought process. So that's going to be all I have for this intro, so I hope you guys enjoy this Star Wars Republic highlight video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get right into this fight. Alrighty guys, we are in this highlight right now. So we're just going to get this started. So once again, as I said, we're going to be doing a little thing where we don't worry about the missiles at all with this boss fight. The main goal with this is going to be trying to successfully kill this boss without any missiles. Now, there's a couple strategies that I can use to combat this boss, and this is one of them that I did see it from a video, which I will link in the description down below, of just failing the charged blast. The only unfortunate thing about this ability is he will still use the rocket assault when I do this. It's just mainly that it will help with just minimizing some of the damage that I will be taking. So there we go. We're going to keep up the DPS. I'm going to hide around the corner, especially when he uses that ability, since that ability, Charge Blast, does a ton of damage, and in general, it just helps go through his cycle. Because as you guys might be able to tell, or see right here, is this boss goes through cycles. So he first does his little Rocket Assault, then after Rocket Assault, he does Charge Blast. And then later, he will use some different abilities, not only just Charge Blast to do damage. And like I said, the main thing with this boss is just trying to cheese this fight. Now, if you are melee, it obviously won't be that easy to do. But I can say, like, this is kind of like the ultimate cheese of this fight. Is, of course, you can just fail his abilities just to play the LOS game for days. So we're just going to go ahead, continue to run away, and just still take some damage. But as you might be able to, see, he is pretty close. I did get him in a good spot, but the main issue is he is running closer. He is getting closer to me, because when you do LOS a boss, what they do is they slowly but surely start to get towards you, because obviously you aren't getting hit by an attack. So this is a pretty good cycle, actually. So I'm going to use this, just reflect all the damage, because it turns out you can actually reflect those. I didn't know about that at first, but it was a shocker to me just to see that, hey, you can actually reflect all of those little rockets. So we're just continuing this process. Pretty lengthy, not gonna lie, because of course with rockets you can immediately kill the boss because he takes an insane amount of damage. Very useful, but of course in our case we are just trying to make this a little bit more difficult. So here we go, just going to continue to run away. Rocket Assault doing a ton of damage, as it normally does. Now, he is getting kind of scary. It's kind of scary because of how close he is getting currently. I mean, he is just on the side right here. He is just slowly but surely walking towards me. And I do need to be aware of that, because I'm going to have to switch corners soon. I believe there is something on the opposite corner. I just kind of figured this out. So that's what it is, Breaching Blast. That's one of his new abilities he uses, which does, like I said, I mean, a ton of damage. It's not something you want to mess with. So I'm still taking a lot. This is not fun. Okay, so we're going to continue this. just a 10 out of 10 gameplay. This is what you got to do, guys. This is the way to succeed. But as you guys can see, he is getting incredibly close. It is unreal how close he is right now. So I'm going to have to go around the corner. Uh-oh. This is not good. So this was kind of what I was worried about. So once again, just go in the next corner. We are going to have to move him out a little. So I am going to try and get him over here, just on this side, because I don't want him in my little main corner. So once again, just hiding around the side. It is working out pretty well for us, but it won't work forever. That is the one thing to kind of note, is this guy does a lot of damage. He's very annoying to deal with, but if we aren't careful, we can die rapidly. I mean, this guy does an absurd amount of damage just in general. I mean, all these abilities do usually take half of your HP, and that's never fun. But I mean, just kind of going back and forth, kind of cheesing the boss mechanics is successful in this case. Obviously not with all bosses. It's not like this. You can't cheese everything, but with this you can. Very, very fun. And there we go, back and forth, just taking some of the rocket assaults, that ability, not worrying about it too much. And here we go, just a charge blast. That's gonna fail too. I don't know why I keep shooting it, guys. I mean, he should know by now that, hey, this ability is not gonna work. This is not happening today. So we're going to go after him right here, just continuing this process. And this is essentially the majority of the fight. This is really all it comes down to. And I mean, there's not really much that can be said here. It's just he is possible to solo. It's just a very lengthy process. And obviously, I mean, there's not really any benefit to soloing this guy. It's not like anything crazy happens. It's just like a world boss and all. But I don't know, it is kind of cool just to see what can happen, or rather some of the things that can be done in this game. But of course, if you do want to solo him just incredibly quickly, I would highly recommend just going. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. Come on, move out of the way, move out of the way. There we go, nice. All right, but the main thing to kind of note here is this boss. He doesn't really have anything that makes it worthwhile. I mean, obviously with majority of world bosses, it's not like you're gonna have something crazy happen because you soloed them. But I guess if you have the daily for just taking down this guy and you just really want to do it, then I guess this is kind of a cool way to do it. I mean, it's not really like once again, I mean, there's not really much benefit to it. I just kind of with these highlights is to kind of see what you can do with this game. I mean, what is possible. And I know that this is possible to just absolutely demolish in like 3 seconds if you do have missiles. But I was kind of curious, is it entirely possible to not even use missiles and successfully take this guy down? And based on this, I mean, it seems pretty apparent that it is possible. It's just going to take a long time. So yeah, just a beautiful day, guys. Just continuing this. It has taken so long, but I'm pretty confident we're getting near the end of this. That is the best part about this, is we are getting to the conclusion of our little fight. So we are going to continue just attacking right here. Rocket assault once again. And then I'm going to continue this. Uh-oh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm going to activate that just to make sure I don't take too much damage. See, that's the kind of things you have to be prepared for, because if we take too much damage, we will die. And I made a mistake there, but I was able to very quickly recover it. I won't get that opportunity again if I mess up, so I need to be sure that I don't, once again, I mean, make that mistake, because that mistake will cost me a lot. So we're going to the opposite side right here, just to continue in another little safe spot. So he is pretty close. Uh-oh, that is not good. He is way too close for comfort. So I'm going to have to switch spots in a second, since he is very close. But we might be able to get him down in time. I am not sure. Okay, we need to get out of here. He is so close to me. This rocket assault is chasing me. Just crazy. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Okay, here we go. Back and forth once again. And his HP, like I said, I mean, it's looking very, very low. I mean, this seems to be at the end of the fight. It's going to be just a very good feeling and now that we have successfully done this. But I, of course, wanted to see, could it be done without rockets and missiles and such that help speed up the fight? And it appears that yes, it can be. And he is going to go down just right there. And, I mean, as you guys can see, we got some cool stuff. Not really, but hey, I mean, it was fun to just try and take this guy out and see if it is possible without using some of those extra abilities. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Star Wars Republic highlight video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.